Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Another brand new day of hope and promise, of dreams and of nightmares, terror, and despair. Thumbs up for that. I mean, it's the human experience, especially in this dumpster fire of a universe we live in. It's not a dumpster fire of a universe. It's just a dumpster fire of human existence. Thumbs up. Anyway, though, for the Shelton, Washington weather, plague, rat, and spider report, after it rained that one night, it's been dry. So it's still dry, and the air is still hazardous. There's still thick smoke. You go outside, it's hazardous. I mean, it's hazardous inside to breathe, because whenever the air is bad outside, unless you have filtration on that, it's actually more concentrated inside, they have discovered. So staying inside isn't exactly the best unless you have filtration. I don't. So, yay. So the air is just hazardous to breathe. They want you to not be too active. I have to walk to the store because I just don't have enough, because I carry my stuff, so I have to buy daily. Yay. So joy on that. And I went out last night. I haven't seen deer for a while, so hopefully they're going to be okay. I mean, with the air as bad as it is, I hope they're going to be okay. Here's hoping. And of course, I've talked before about when I walk on the railroad tracks at this one spot that I like to walk on. And I've taken videos of it to show the garbage and such that's thrown there. I was tromping through there last night, and of course I think I'm lifting my feet up high, but of course I'm barely lifting them up to not just scuff and trip myself as I walk. Neuropathy in my legs, thumbs up for that. Got reminded to be just a little bit more careful because somebody had thrown out a couple like old CRT cathode ray tube monitors, and as I was walking I chunked over one of those huge pieces of glass, and I was like, oh, that's not something I want to come down on top of. Glass stays super sharp for a very long time. You want to be very careful. In fact, one of the problems with surgical steel and all that right now is it goes dull pretty quickly. You can get a good solid edge on it, and through use you lose the edge quickly, and even through time you will lose the edge. It will soften. There is a material to make a good blade out of: obsidian, volcanic glass. That stuff doesn't lose its edge. They have found surgical scalpels thousands of years old that are still so sharp that they're dangerous. They will cut you. You don't find that on anything else. So yeah, you need to be careful with glass. So that just reminded me I need to be much more careful, because I don't want to come down on a big chunk of glass and have it go through the bottom of my shoe and into my foot. Yay! I don't need the blood loss and introduction of not nasty things into my bloodstream. So, past that though, for the spider report, the one garden spider above the window is still doing well. The one garden spider that's been in the window next to the fan for a couple days is still there. The one orb weaver in the corner, she's moved way over to the actual corner now, and she's busy building her web. So she's spinning and turning and zooming, and it's cool. And the other spider that's over there with her egg sac, it hasn't hatched. I don't know. It might not. I don't know how long egg sacs take to hatch. So here's hoping. Because I really do. I want it to hatch. It is so weird. Just a bunch of minor stuff today because I have therapies and I slept, not slept and so my brain is not thoroughly functioning properly here. Last night I had to change a bunch of stuff around here with my whole setup. Well, not last night. Well, yeah, last night and more. Past couple days. I have a boom mic for my microphone. So the stand is way over there, and then it's got a long rod that sticks out. That it's like about a good meter long, so you can adjust where it goes on the stand, and you can adjust the stand like this, and you can even adjust the length of it some if you'd like. So it stretches out over the top of a bunch of stuff, and I noticed yesterday it was really leaning in this direction, like much further was going to fall. So I've adjusted a whole bunch of stuff, which meant I've had to adjust one of my monitors over there, and it's a change. My routine is all different now. Such is life, though. Such is life. You know, it could be worse. I mean, it could be, too. So, hey, what do you say? But, as stated, it's a bunch of minor things because I have therapy and I need to talk to my therapist about this, because last week when I talked to him, he said he was going to email some stuff, mail some stuff, have some phone calls start coming through. I have gotten zero. Not a bloody thing. So, need to find out what's going on. I can't get thoroughly diagnosed and prescribed for anything to help with any processes if they don't do anything. On the other hand, I have not been able to get to my post office box for the past couple days, largely because I'm trying not to go too far out of my way, and the post office from my house to Safeway and back just to get stuff is, like a shot this way. To get to the post office, I have to go out at an angle this way. So I could angle out and then go that way, or I could go there and then angle over. And so the point being, it's an angle outward that adds time and energy, and with the air the way it is, I just haven't felt that great urge to be out and to do that. So I'm going to get to the post office. I'll find out. Especially since I found out in comments, and this is, once again, I do not know why this happened. Somebody said that they had sent me a package and they had gotten notice that it was undeliverable. I've had that happen for people who have gotten letters and such bounce back as undeliverable. I don't know why that happens. Ever since I've had my post office box, it has been there. There have been times that I have not been able to pay for it on time, but that's only been for like a 3 or 4 day period, and they don't turn it off. They just lock it so you can't get into it, and until 10 days go by, they still deliver your mail. You just can't get to it. And this is happening with mail and other things being bounced back as undeliverable during times when I'm not having that issue. It's only twice a year. And this is happening random times. So I don't know if it's because the local post office people, outside post office people, and especially now with the way that they're really killing the post office in the U.S., I don't know if it's because of that. So joy. I gotta try and talk to them, see if... I don't know. It makes me upset, but what can you do? With things out of your control. It's like with the state of the world. Everything is out of my control. There is absolutely nothing that I can do that will make a difference on anything that is happening out there. Oh, sure, you can vote. And we vote here in the U.S. That's really helped, hasn't it? So, you just have to admit to your powerlessness and try to live as good a life as you can. So that's at least what I'm trying to do. I mean, on the one hand, it's like, I mean, I feel bad about stuff like this. I mean, I purchase containers of plastic spoons, fully knowing, as I've explained, that plastic, that's going to be here. Each one of those spoons is going to be on this earth for the next 1 to 500 years, emitting and giving back all of their carbon into the atmosphere to heat it all up. But they make so much of this that my individual purchasing of one box, and I know if every person in a town of 10,000 thinks that way, that's 10,000 boxes of spoons. That's what, 5-6 pallets of those, and then you add that up in a couple of towns, and the next thing you know, you have a worldwide demand of hundreds. If you could get everybody to make a difference and not do it, that would be one thing. But of course, with our world, and as contrary as people are, the minute you hear somebody saying, I'm going to do this because I want to help things, you've got a whole bunch of other people that say, well, you're trying to make things better by not buying plastic. I and my friends, we're going to go buy more. And you see the people that do that. Some of it is just, oh, it's politics. Some of it is just human contrariness. And some of it, well, some people are just plain evil. Take a look. I mean, I don't use the bell curve as a lot of really racist, bigoted people do. I take a look at the bell curve of people as in, most people do fall into a bell, but not on things like intelligence, because there's no real way to qualify that. I just look upon things like there's like on a goodness to badness scale, and it has nothing to do with what kind of person you are or what your ethnic background is or anything like that. It's just 80% of people in the world are smack dab right here, and then you have 10% on this side and 10% on this side. Normally I look at this as like on what people are like on a morality and ethics scale. You have the monsters, you have the saints, and then you have the rest of us. The monsters are bad because they're out there, well, they're the billionaires that are pumping all the carbon into the air and have been running disinformation campaigns and continue to run disinformation campaigns so that they can continue to make money for one more day before everybody dies, because that's win-win for them. Where I was going with that, I'm not sure. But, and then the saints aren't much better, because they can be so completely self-righteous that they're the type that send people off to die because they know they're right. Wars are started by monsters and saints. Genocides are started by monsters and saints. So both sides can be equally dangerous. The problem with us in the middle, the 80%, is we sway toward leaders. So if you've got a leader that is a, well, say a narcissistic, racist, homophobic, etc., 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 as people lean toward that, things around get bad. And as they lean in the other way toward a different type of leader, things change that way. We just want to live, which means you got to convince a monolithic mass to do stuff, and that's hard too. But life is life. Life is life. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. It is arranged because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my depression, fibro, and more, I don't know why I pointed so early. I should have been pointing at my hand, not my head. Sorry about that. But with all those things going on, I'm sometimes lucky I can even remember what my name is. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I threw apart this whole thing. I got confused. My sincere apologies. I'm an American English speaker, and then I can't remember what the other thing I say is, so let's just go straight into it. And my sincere apologies. I try to shake things up, and what do? I confuse myself. We have me and Sis Vids, thumbs up and thank you. You Snurd, thank you very much. I remember you from comments. Tommy Nilsson, thumbs up, and yes, I am continuing. Cesar Henrique Kopp, thumbs up and thank you very much. Annabelle Lopez, greatly appreciated. James Schultz, thumbs up and thank you. We have Lord of Sadness, like the name and thank you. Ghost Sins, it's hard to say, but yeah. Confused Owl 29. Well, one day's worth of rain, but it's good to see you in the comments. And Diana Woods, thumbs up. We have the North Grain ASMR, thumbs up and thank you. And Ediz M, thumbs up. Eagle, greatly appreciate. Lil Syrup, thumbs up and thank you. Sebastian Ferris, good to see you in the comments. Elder Wolf 569, good to see you in the comments as well again. Never stop commenting. Thank you. Christopher Thomas, thank you very much. The name is War Pig. It sure is. Thumbs up and thank you. We have Cass Cody. I'm getting my ASL signals all mixed up, but thank you very, very much. Slappy, greatly appreciated. Stephen Leon, thank you very much. Maxim Taylor, greatly appreciated. Played Plain 61, thumbs up. Matt Hill, greatly appreciated. And Maximo Moreno, thumbs up and thank you. Each and every one of you, whether I thank you or not. You get me out of my head into the world dealing with real people. It is appreciated. When you are depressed, when you have mental issues, getting other voices into the echo chamber of your skull is very important. If you could, check out my various links down below. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. Extremely so. Thank you all so much for help keeping a roof over my head and food in my tummy. It is appreciated. If you'd like to help me out without sending money to one of those two places, I have a PayPal link down below. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money, I have an Amazon wish list link as well with things like cat food, hamster bedding. If you could check it out, that would be very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up, and hopefully I put the please subscribe to the channel thing at the beginning of the video. Thumbs up for that. Well, good golly, Miss Molly, I have therapy today, so I'm trying to get this wrapped up and done a little bit earlier than normal, so cool. And you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing. And of course, please remember, wear a mask. Care for humanity. It's a good thing. Practice your social distancing. Take care of yourself. Practice your self-care. Oh, it's not good times, so be good to yourself. And of course, Black Lives Matter. And justice for everybody, that the jackbooted, brown-shirted fascist thugs continue brutalizing and murdering.